Hey Libra, welcome into my channel and welcome back if you've been here before. I want to say a giant thank you to all my subscribers and followers who've been liking and subscribing and sharing. It's so lovely to be able to connect with your energy, Libra. My goodness, it's an absolute pleasure. And yeah, I just want to say thank you to everybody. And if you're new here, if this is your first time seeing me, then there's obviously a message here for you. And please do consider subscribing so you'll see future content that will definitely be for your highest good and the highest good of all. I tune into messages from your spirit guides, my spirit guides. Tune into your own individual energies, and any light beings, guardian angels, past on loved ones, angels, ancestors. Please bring forward the best messages for the highest good of all of the Libra collective and the highest good of all. Did I say that twice? Yes, I did. Okay, let's get started and see what's going on with you, Libra, at the moment. What do we need to know? What do we need to hear? Tell us clearly, please, Spirit. What does Libra need to know today? The Wheel is your first card. Very strong card for you. And the Knight of Swords at the back of the deck. So I meant to say it to you, I pulled this card from the Moonology deck, and this one came forward as well. These are your two oracle cards from the Moonology deck to start. It says, a new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra. And there you are, showing up for yourself, Libra. So this is very positive energy, absolutely beautiful. There's kind of an eclipse going on there, and you know, those colours. So maybe tap into that purple, your intuition, the crown chakra, third eye chakra sometimes as well. Maybe it's third eye and sometimes the crown, actually. Sorry about that. But definitely be tuning into your heart. It says, South Node, don't let your past hold you back. Now, this advice I can often take and say, yeah, but but I think we're being told here, you know, do listen to this message. I'm not able to put it in the frame, am I? Oh, jeepers, just about. Yeah, these cards are very big, and these ones that I'm using today for your reading, in fact, this is the beautiful Creatures deck, which I absolutely adore the imagery, but yeah, they are large. My table isn't quite big enough, but we will try and manage it, Libra. Let's see. The Wheel of Fortune. This is great. It says changes on that card. So what do we have in the influencing energy here for our Libra collective today, please, Spirit? Tell us clearly. The Magician card. What a fantastic. Like two major arcana and a clarifying one as well at the back of the deck. You're changing your perception. Don't let your past hold you by, hold you back. A new romantic cycle. So it might be romantic cycles in your past. Then we have a wheel, the Wheel of Fortune. This is the luckiest card in the deck. And it's been influenced by the Magician. So you are the Magician here, I feel, Libra. This is absolutely magical. Sometimes giving you a new perception, though, on life. The Hanged Man, or the Hanged One as they call it in this. It says perception on it. And yeah, card 12 in the major arcana, it's a card of Pisces. There might be a Pisces in your world. And the Wheel of Fortune then is card 10, and the Magician. It talks about inner skills there. So, you know, this is you as well, connecting maybe with your past on loved ones. I see a lot of ancestors behind, and she's looking up maybe some of that occultist sort of magic stuff. Are you harnessing these energies at the moment, maybe? Does Alice in Wonderland mean anything to you? There's a little white rabbit, a Cheshire cat, and all those playing cards, and she's looking very much like Alice. I love her muchness. But yeah, let's keep going and find out what's going to happen here, Libra. This looks so good. I'm feeling really light and like excited in your energy today. I don't know what it is. Are you feeling a bit of resurgence of energy, a bit of fresh? Yeah, fresh energy is here for me now at the moment. This is really gorgeous. Seven of Swords. We're talking about treachery. This is what you need to focus on. People maybe that are being a bit treacherous at the moment, trying to do stuff behind your back. It's a trickster energy, or Seven of Swords. So maybe you're aware of this, and I think that you are. But you do need to focus on that. It might also mean that you shouldn't be sharing everything with everybody at this moment, and maybe you have a pursuit on the go, at the moment, that you'd rather keep to yourself in case bad luck comes against you, in that regard. So take that how it resonates. Every message here won't resonate with each and every one of you, and we can be talking about past, present and near future energies. So take what fits and leave the rest, and don't force a fit. In the recent past, then we've got this lovely card, the Ace of Wands, which talks about messages coming in. It says message on this card here, so you might have been receiving messages there recently. Could have been from those past unloved ones I spoke about. But I think it's more, it sounds like, yeah, from Spirit there, they're confirming that it is communication was coming in. You were in a few conversations maybe, or one in particular that influenced you there in the recent past, or made you make a decision, something along that line. Yeah, and comment below if any of this makes any sense at all, because sometimes I do think, God almighty, did I make any sense? Because at the end of the reading I can feel like I don't know what I was talking about, because it can come in so quick and then I deliver it and then it's gone from me. That might mean something too. Five of Cups is the energy underneath the surface here. This talks of regret. You know, it is a card of lack, the Five of Cups. In the Rider-Waite, it does have an image of somebody you know, thinking of the Four of Cups. Why am I thinking of the Four of Cups image? I can't get it out of my head. It's regret, you know, it's a crying over, don't cry over spilt milk sort of thing. Looking back at things that didn't work out, you know, stuff that you were disappointed in. Okay, we'll get a card to clarify this anyway, no matter what happens, and we'll get further into that message. I think we need another card anyway for sure to see what's that about, but yeah. Okay, let's focus now on what's coming up in your near future. There's a Two of Wands here at this point here with your Five of Cups, and it's about a decision. It says decisions, and that Two of Wands in the old-fashioned tarot, you know, does signify deciding on, you know, will I do one thing or another thing? Should I stay? Should I go? Should I take the job? Should I not? Should I start a project? Should I not? Should I speak to somebody? Should I not? You know what I mean? It can be placed anywhere, so fit that where it goes in your own scenario. Libra, let's see what you have coming towards you in the near future. Wow, there's a lot of energy here, alright. This deck just wants to pounce. I feel like your Minology deck is falling apart here on us as well. The answers you need are coming from Moon and Gemini. Oh Lord. There are messages flying towards you. Eight of Wands. It's also about a really fast moving energy. I never even said that to you. I don't know, maybe this is it. See, it wasn't about the fast moving energy or things moving too quickly in the recent past. I think it's more about messages and communications that have been going on that were very much needed. So the Empress now says creativity here, and this is in your near future. Libra, yeah. The Empress is a card of Aries, fire sign, maybe, you know, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but this is a card of Aries. So the Empress then coming into the near future, it's speaking of, you know, looking after your foundation, looking after where you came from. But the Empress stands by her boundaries and she knows exactly, you know, things come to her. She's very magnetic. This can be male or female, of course. Always flip the genders as they're required, because they're never gender specific in tarot. Yeah, but this is like having maybe being creative regarding sticking up for your boundaries, standing up for yourself, speaking up for yourself comes through here as well very clearly. So yeah, let's see. Five of Wands then is at the back of the deck there, which is another card of lack, and it says rivalry. You know, and it does talk of competition again, like the Seven of Swords. This is like rivals. I can see the two little dinosaurs snapping at each other. So let's see what we have in your guidance from Spirit. Five of Swords. Like, this is another conflict card. Card of gossip. Card of fighting. Admitting defeat, it says defeat at the back on the bottom of the card, and guidance from spirit is sometimes you need to admit you've been defeated. If you remember the story of Alice in Wonderland and the Queen of Hearts, I keep calling her the Queen of Hearts. I've seen so many versions of Alice in Wonderland. Maybe this resonates with you as well, you guys. If you remember the Queen of Hearts anyway, she was painting the roses red rather than letting them be in her own natural. And this is trying to make things, be as you want them, rather than admitting that actually it's pointless. Because you're not going to get through all of those roses to paint them the colour you want them. That's sort of the message there, if that makes any sense at all. But just sometimes you have to take your defeats on the chin. It's a card of regret here as well. Five of Cups being the regret they said there, but yeah, this is definitely, you're over, outnumbered just coming towards me here with that defeat thing. Definitely, there's something about being outnumbered. Be careful. That's a warning there from the guidance from spirit position. It's just know when you are defeated, I think that's the message there for you. Okay, alright Libra, tell me if this makes any sense at all. We've got the Nine of Wands at the back of the deck and it says stamina on it. Some of you are carrying burdens that you don't even need to, that don't belong to you. Is there a love heart in the sky? Wow, it's just gorgeous, this imagery. It's so striking. So let's see what we have. Next card out. I think it was this one. Rubbing and rubbing and rubbing and rubbing the star. Isn't that just so beautiful? Look at how magical she is. Okay, the star card. Yeah, this is a card of Aquarius. It's talking about hope, wishes coming true, healing coming through with that as well. Maybe you have to heal after this scenario down here. This is the environment around you at the moment. It's about still having hope for, some situations, but also healing comes through as well. So there's obviously a couple of groups of you here that one message applies to one group and another message applies to the other. So you take that how it resonates with you. Some people need to heal. That your hopes were dashed, you were defeated here, and that this is sort of, you're in a healing mode now, licking your wounds comes through with that star card, especially after this Five of Swords as guidance. Be aware you have undergone quite the challenge here with this Five of Swords. I feel that you felt regrets and defeated. You felt also people were kind of cheating around you, or acting very strategic, is it? Or you having to act maybe strategic to protect yourself as well as coming through. We had a Five of Wands at the back of the deck a minute ago, and look what's under the deck here with that star card is that self-imposed prison of the mind. Yeah, you need to get out of this mind tornado is what I feel, where so many negative things can happen to you, Libra, and it just sometimes, oh my goodness, you've got to call a halt and say, I can only take so much, there's no need. There it is, betrayal, something terrible has happened. It says finality on the card, but I feel, with all of these other energies here next to you, it's coming in line with this Lovers card. So it could be a connection, it could have been a decision that you regretted, but I think it's a connection, a friendship, or even a lover. Definitely you felt totally betrayed by them. Now the Swords, of course, I have to say it, are always your thoughts or your perspective on a matter. Didn't we have a Hanged Man there a minute ago? Maybe it was at the back of the deck, and it was about, you got to face the truth as well with the Sword energy. It's air energy. Lovers is Gemini energy. Maybe it's the Gemini here that let you down, or you felt like they let you down, because with this Swords lark here going on, the 10 and the 7 of Swords, they are your thoughts. You think that people are being treacherous, you're thinking that you were betrayed. So just double check those things and always make sure. It's almost like that fact checking thing you hear on the internet the whole time. We can convince ourselves of almost anything. I do truly believe that. And in fact, you could be completely wrong. You could have yourself surrounded by these 10 swords. When it's 10 though swords, it's like enough is enough. You got to stop torturing yourself. Take out your participation in this sword energy. I'm feeling is a massive message for you, Libra. I've never had to deliver this for another star sign. So guys, if it doesn't fit and it doesn't apply, obviously completely dismiss the whole thing. But if there's something in it, somebody needed to hear that today. That's how I feel now. We'll get the final card. Is Temperance. Is talking about moderation. Has anybody got addiction problems? I always have to say it when I see a drink. Symbolism in these cards, they come through a lot. Page of Wands is at the back of the deck, and this is you going off, you know, a messenger coming towards you with something like a new venture. It says a venture on the back of it. Somebody coming up with an idea or coming towards you with an inspired idea that you love for to do something and make a plan. They've got a plan, so bear that in mind. Your Temperance card here is a card of balance. You know, this is like balanced energy, doing things in moderation, just as it says. Temperance is always about blending two things and, you know, getting connected with other people as well. It comes through with that, Libra. And it doesn't necessarily have to be drink related, but yeah, I feel like it's like don't be at home drinking on your own is coming through here as well. This is gas. I don't know how many times I could have been told that, to be honest, but yeah, this is really lovely. Excellent. We'll have to go through now and get clarification for everything. It looks like a really good read so far, so don't forget to like and share and subscribe my content. If you'd like to hear more, hit that notification bell and you'll be notified when it's Spirit and I are in the room again with your energy, Libra. Beautiful. So we'll get clarifiers for each of these positions that you have. So the present situation, please, Spirit. Let's see what we got. What does Libra need to know about this Wheel of Fortune, the changes, and the Magician card, which says inner skills? I think it's got to be this card. 6 of Wands is victory, you guys. And look at this gorgeous Emperor at the back of the deck. An Emperor's an Emperor. Have to come back to the Lover's card. This is a kind of a divine union. Very similar reading as well to a Taurus reading I did there lately. Yeah, look at 6 of Wands. Victory. This is just marvellous. It's like you have so many major arcanas here. It's amazing. Yeah, look. 7 of Swords. Got Temperance, the Lovers, the Empress, the Star. And we started with 2. The Wheel and the Magician. Gee, Mark, guys, this is a big change. There's a big, I feel like it's an integration that's happening as much as actually been in the change. But yeah, the changes, things are changing in your favour. This is karmic stuff. You're clearing whatever's happening. Your inner skills are really helpful at this time. The 6 of Wands is you're going to be victorious in whatever endeavour this is for you. I mean, it says it there. It's crossing over the finish line. It's being celebrated. It's also an energy of being recognised. Are you recognising for yourself? You know, I have to say it always, you know, whenever it says things like recognition from the public or, you know, you being centre of attention, I think you need to get that, be the centre of your own attention and give yourself that recognition first and foremost. Yeah, let's see what else we've got now. 7 of Swords in what you need to focus on. Let's have a look. What does Libra need to know? What do they need to focus on at the moment? The High Priestess. Your inner wisdom. And it says servitude. How can you be of service at the moment? Think about that as well. It's under the thing here. It's kind of like a gentle reminder from Spirit in this reading for you to think about how can you be of service. You know, being of service can be literally just phoning a friend and saying, let's go for a coffee or a walk, you know, go to the beach, go for a spin in the car, phoning somebody up for a chat, sending them a text message. Like, it doesn't have to be, you know, outrageous or cost the earth, but just something, a gesture of positivity towards somebody That's servitude, you know. Showing yourself love is also servitude. The Knight of Pentacles, though, is slow moving energy. So things might feel that slow at the moment. And this maybe is when you need to be grateful as well. Gratitude is coming through with that. To show gratitude, just always say thank you to your spirit team. They're always working for your best interest. Okay, the Seven of Swords and what you need to focus on here. Yeah, the treachery. Use your intuition. It's what it's saying here with the High Priestess. It says inner wisdom. It's like inside you know who is not on your team, Libra. And use that discernment. Use that brilliant intuition that you have to figure that out. That's all. That's what you need to focus on. That's the position here in this reading. So take it as it fits you. Eight of Wands, as I said, fast moving energy, or it was messages, but I think it was conversations that you've had lately, like in the recent past, and it's been clarified by oh guys, look at the word at the back of the deck. It always distracts me, that world card. It's insane, so many animals on it. It's not beautiful, and it says completion, which is exactly that, completing one cycle, moving into another. So you could have received some communication regarding, this is the Devil card in this deck, the habit, they call it dependency. So obviously it can be temptations. So in the recent past, where you led into temptation, as the Bible says, you know, yeah, is there something there you need to look at from the recent past, or you've had to, like, you got the message regarding something that you know that's bad for you and you just keep on doing it. It could be people that are bad for you in your circle. It could be bad thoughts, patterns that you have. It could be smoking, crack, all the way down to cigarettes, biting your nails. You know, it can be anything here that you need to look at. It could be, you know, bad eating habits, poor fitness habits, poor kind of, I feel like it's more a pattern of the mind, you know, like especially when you had, where'd you go? I don't see it. Okay, Five of Swords, yeah, and all of those sword energies around you. You can get in the habit too of thinking you don't deserve half of the much, you know. I think there's a lot of self-worth stuff has been, you know, maybe was recently got drilled into your head. You got the message sort of thing. You realised, God almighty, it's only yourself you're punishing, which is an absolute brilliant kind of, you know, realisation to have, because, don't get me started on the amount of years I spent wasting my life on just self-sabotage based on, you know, absolutely made up stuff. Like in my head I was convinced of false beliefs is what it was, and it was that thing of just being in the habit of thinking that this doesn't work out, sure, that's the way it does be, and this is the way it is, and should do I deserve any better? And, oh my God, you can do yourself all those injustices. So look at all that. I'm saying these things for a reason, so you take it if you want the benefit of it. To be honest, I think that's the way it needs to go. Five of Cups, we said there, is in your, you know, supporting energy and patience. The Three of Wands. So this is the waiting for your ships to come in image. It's the good word we all hate, the P word that everybody hates, patience. And the Ace of Swords at the back of the deck is saying to me that clarity is going to come. You're going to learn a truth or learn something that you didn't know, which would be very flippin' helpful, because it says intellect on the back of the deck there, on this Ace of Swords. It's something you're going to find something out, a seed of a truth or an idea. I can also see all these lovely eyes. They're really creepy. Look, creepy eyes in the background. Are you being paranoid, or is it actually true? That's what I'm getting here. That's so strange. It's Seven of Swords, and then there's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 creepy eyes in the image. I'm just saying. Take what fits and leave the rest. I don't like this, Libra. You gotta get the haters out of your energy. But you're doing so well. Like, it's almost like it's water off a duck's back for you. You're so strong. You're very, very, very resilient. I'm getting, yeah, especially this Empress coming up now. Let's have a clarifier for our Empress card, please, Spirit. These cards just adore your energy, Libra. They're jumping out. Three of Swords, disappointment. It talks about a broken heart here at the back of the deck. She's holding that in her hand like it's a gift. Look at. She was kind of smug, and I told you so. It says disappointment. Three Swords is a betrayal card. It could be third party. Something happened. It could be with friends as well. Don't forget that third party can also be a friend or family member. Interference from the outside. Where did I put the card I put down? The Hanged one. Yeah, that's the one. God, my head is mithered. Are you a bitch catcher too at the moment, Libra? What is this? So the Empress, yeah, standing for your boundaries and standing on your principles here. It sounds like this is a new empowered you coming forward in the near future, and it's going to give you a new perspective. There's your Hanged Man. It's Pisces energy, this one. The Empress is Aries energy. Fire signs, water signs might mean something to you. And Alice in Wonderland, of course. Again, with the white rabbit and the Cheshire cat. I just love her. But yeah, you're getting new perception on things, new perspective on things, and this is really needed. Your energy is very fresh. It's like you're so ready for something here. Ready to sit in your power, sit in your throne and be the boss, because the Empress is the boss, male or female again. It's just the energy of the card. And I think that this is you. What you're doing here is you're facing down this Three of Swords, or disappointment as it calls itself here. Heartbreak, heartache, like people really hurt you. Those Three Swords are three memories of three past hurts, if you know what I mean. And it is that thing of perception. Again, I can't help but see it. It's here saying it to you, like 1 + 2 is equal to 3 as well. And there's number 3. Come on, guys, 333. You can't ignore it. And these things are not coincidences. This is insane confirmation. Oh my God, 333. Yeah, you perceived maybe some of those hurts where they weren't in fact intended, where they weren't in fact, you might have got the wrong end of the stick. It's definitely here, like perception. Find where you misjudged something and said to yourself, that's somebody, they did that to hurt me, or they said that to mean a hurtful thing. How could they have possibly meant it in another way? You've got to look at that with this Hangman energy coming towards you, and I think you're going to get that new perspective no matter what. Actually, you mightn't even need to dig this stuff up. By the looks of it, in the near future, you're getting your Hanged Man energy coming towards you no matter what in the near future, and that's for definite. Now I can see it here, Libra. Let's see. And you'll be sitting in your powerful position there, the Empress, as I said, male or female, but you're going to be sitting in your leadership role, like, the main, person in the house, the main person at work, the main person, whatever, in whatever dynamic, in your friend group, in your social life, in your hobby life, whatever it is you do for fun, for living, anything. And I think that people are going to start seeing, and you're going to get a totally different perspective on things, where this hurt that you've had, I think, is going to be flipped maybe for you, and you'll be like, thanks be to God, maybe I was a bit paranoid, maybe it was this, maybe it was that. 7 of Wands talks about defending yourself. This is about being brave as well. It says it here on the card. And you know what's underneath it is 10 of Pentacles. You're working on a legacy here. You could be healing past generational trauma with this Slark, actually. Big time. Because, look at this. 5 of Swords. You're sitting in defeat. This is your guidance from Spirit. You're sitting in the 5 of Swords energy. You're surrounded by people fighting. There being a tension between you and others, or maybe it's just around you in your environment. But whatever it is, this 6 of Swords says detachment, and that's exactly it. Detach from this energy here. That's your guidance, and it is going from 5 Swords to 6 Swords, and the 6 of Swords is moving into calmer waters mentally to get your clarity, to get your perspective. This is the guidance from Spirit. Get yourself somewhere. Find a little oasis for yourself. Make it if it doesn't exist. Even if it means bringing a ton of candles into the bathroom. I don't care. Just find somewhere you got to get away from this tension here beside you, because you don't live there. this isn't where you should be. You should be in a place where you have clarity of mind and it's still waters emotionally. I cannot emphasise this enough, especially with a healing card above you, and it's about looking forward with hope and healing in your heart. A healed heart. And what have we got for our, look at how brave you are, they're saying it's bravery. 7 of Wands talks about defending yourself. Feeling you have to stand up for yourself and defend your boundaries, maybe. With your Empress. This is beautiful. It's so synchronistic, this reading. You guys must be getting messages. Look for butterflies. They're all over this read. And stripy stockings for some reason. Everybody seems to be wearing them. I love stripy stockings. Look, there's another one over here. This is such crack. Where is your star card, please? What is your clarifier for the star card? Describing your environment. Let's see, Libra, what is it? Oh wow, 4 of Cups. And the Page of Swords at the back of the deck, which is inspection. So the Page of Swords to me is, you know, somebody coming forward with the truth, with new knowledge. Yeah, absolutely. Brilliant, brilliant energy. I love that. And where we have the star card, it's been clarified by the 4 of Cups. And the 4 of Cups talks about boredom. You're fed up and you need to heal. You're sick and tired of being sick and tired is what's just come through. Thank you, Spirit. But it is that thing of, you know, you're looking at things that have disappointed you in the past, basically, and that's what you're focusing on. And the Rider-Waite deck, it's, you know, the hand of the universe is coming towards you with a brand new opportunity for connection, for love, for whatever it is emotionally with the Cups, obviously. And you were sitting there and you might just miss it, so be careful of being too focused on spilled milk, as in being in that mindset of the glass is half empty rather than glass is half full, because you could get distracted so much by being kind of sitting in regret and boredom and being fed up. So yeah, that's it. Yeah, the Spirit wants you to get excited. Like, I'm feeling excited and invigorated from this reading, so I think that's the message here more than anything, is Spirit wants you to get excited and to be ready and not miss an opportunity when it comes up, because something very powerful and beautiful is coming towards you. Look at those gorgeous butterflies, like she's got golden wings and blue, multi-blue butterflies in front of her. Let's clarify the Lover's card as your hopes or fears. So you're hoping this is sort of connections for sure, whether it's one in particular or a few. I think this is definitely your clarifier. 4 of Wands talking about unity. It's nearly the opposite of a split. This is coming together. 7 of Wands back again with bravery. So be brave and do stick by your boundaries. Stand up for yourself. Don't let outside energies overwhelm you. So much busyness there around that card. Look at that poor creature just trying to get a bit of peace. Yeah, look again, 10 of Pentacles is under the deck. Wow. Generational security. She looks like the cat that got the cream. Okay guys, try and keep me focused. So the Lovers, clarified by the 4 of Wands. There's something very unique about you as well, Libra. I can see it in this, you know, the dress sense. You've got a unique kind of look about you. Something sort of very fiery. Stripes definitely are your thing. Are we doing stripes at the moment instead of spots? Yeah. Oh, I love it. They're timeless and so unique. But unity. This 4 of Wands card talks about great success, crossing over a finish line, getting to a checkpoint, celebrating with other people. It's a card of marriage. And coming out to clarify the Lovers, it is this thing of, you know, you want something stable, something secure, where you have that feeling of community and unity, you know. The Lover's card having that ultimatum written on the bottom of it. You've got to tell somebody, look at her pointing her finger there at someone, but she's hiding behind a mask. Can you see those illustrations there? You've got to come out and tackle this, is what this card is telling me intuitively. And she's pointing to this 4 of Wands, like, you want a happy home and happily ever after. is that happily ever after card. And if they're not willing to provide it, my God, my left ear just started hurting like a really loud, like that, oh my goodness, sorry about this, guy. It's really sharp sort of sensation, like somebody sticking a needle in my ear. Wow. Ooh. You guys, this is intense. I got the Temperance card, which is about blending things together. So yeah, if they can't come and meet you, but I think this is telling me moderation. Okay, so let's get a clarifier and see, what is this card saying? Please, Spirit, what is it saying? 9 of Wands, stamina. We got another? I don't know which one it was, you guys, sorry about this now. 9 of Wands. What have we got for Temperance? Poverty. And confusion at the back of the deck. Another choice to make. You have a choice here. It says confusion, but that's not what I'm getting. Okay. Temperance card as your potential outcome. Libra. You need to join with people that, are on your wavelength. People that, dance to the same tune you do. And you also need to take things in moderation. If you're looking to overindulge, just please don't go to town. That's a warning there. But 9 of Wands, you've fought so hard through this. This has been unbelievable. It says stamina there, and it is really a testimony to your stamina. 5 of Pentacles says poverty on it, and it's this feeling of being left out in the cold, but you don't live in either of these places anymore. This Temperance lady is not looking at these two people here. They're both kind of looking at the same thing. If you can see where their eyes are focused, it's like, oh no, poor me, what in the feck, and stuff getting them down so much, like, the world has really done you a number, Libra, and this is it. You're saying, no, you're facing forward, you're sitting in this Empress energy of yours, and you're like, not anymore. I don't live here anymore. No, you don't. You got to be so proud of yourself. Going forward, you're going to have to do things in moderation. Maybe it'll be slowly catchy monkey at the start. You're on a rebuild after something is closing here. You're moving on, and you are detaching from these negative energies around you, and I am so, so proud. 2 of Swords talks about a choice. It says on this card is confusion, but to me it's the choice in the traditional tarot. It is that image of the woman or the person sitting down, and they have 2 swords coming across their chest, like they've locked out their heart. This is just about thoughts when it's swords energy. And they're literally saying to themselves, I can't see what I need to choose. Whereas in fact, they have Temperance. Did I say something about bringing things into balance and blending energies? This 2 of Swords has come up just like that. And these are 2 contrasting energies. I'm sorry I've gone off on another tangent on you. But yeah, that thing of feeling that you're blind and you can't decide on something. You will know. That's what I'm getting here intuitively. Thank you, Spirit. See each of these energies, like this is like a sunny energy, and this is a moon energy. Very much so. Look at the dark sky and the bright sun, and the lilies of the night, and the wabbit, and then there's a cockerel in the daytime. It's the sun and the moon and these jars. You got to balance things out here. Start coming into your own balance, particularly with this Temperance card. That's your advice. Move to calmer waters, guys, and focus on using your discernment, tuning into that brilliant intuition of yours, and you will be able to figure out who are the people that you need to cut out of your life with that sword of truth of yours. Wow, guys, this was hella. I hope I didn't keep you too long. I'm going to leave you for now, but as I say, like, share and subscribe, and hit the notification bell and tune in again. You'll be notified, of course, when we're back in the room again. Me, you, and spirit. Namaste, Libra. I love you all. And see you the next one.